Well, if I said it once, I've said it probably a couple of thousand times over the years. Guys, when it comes to betting football, when that line crosses 3, 4, 7, sometimes 10, you've got to buy the half point. Whether it's up, whether it's down, according to whether you're on the favorite or the underdog. Case in point again last night, Indianapolis, Tennessee. I mean, there is nothing worse, as far as I'm concerned, than leaving money on the table. And if you walked away from that game last night because you were too cheap or because your mind, which granted, even some of the handicappers here at this site don't agree with me. If your mind cannot get wrapped around the fact that the half point, when it comes into play, will absolutely make you money and, more importantly, save you money over the long haul by turning potential losses into pushes. That's just as important, as turning pushes into wins, and it happens more on the former than the latter. Guys, you got to do it. I mean, listen, let's say you lose the game last night. You're going to lose $1.10. You could have bought the half point last night, $1.30. What's another 20 cents? I mean, if this was a baseball bet and I'm telling you, hey, bet this team at 110 or bet this team at 130, you wouldn't blink. But suddenly it comes into the half point, and all you MIT wannabes out there, you just can't, as I said, wrap your mind around that concept. Now, granted, if you're betting 17 games a day, you're crazy, first of all. But you shouldn't be buying the half point any place because the big's going to kill you. Mathematically, the odds are stacked against you. However, when you can take, as one of the guys here at the site says, the power of money to edge the odds in your favor, why not do it? I mean, leaving money on the table, I believe, is the criminal sin of this business. And if you left money on the table last night because you were too cheap or just too uninformed to go ahead and buy down the half point on Indianapolis, or to buy up the half point on Tennessee if your line happened to be 3, well, that's just damn crazy as far as I'm concerned. I realize 50% of you out there will never actually agree with me, just like some of the handicap Trace Adams. Trace Adams, I'm telling you right now, Trace Adams will argue tooth and nail with me over this point. Anthony Red is another guy who sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. It makes no sense to me. Again, if I told you to bet a baseball favorite at 110 versus a baseball favorite at 130, you wouldn't blink. So what the hell was the difference last night in that game? And once again, if you're betting 17 games a day, it's not a strategy for you. However, anything you can do to edge odds in your favor just a little bit certainly pays. And as I've said repeatedly, it has turned more losses into pushes than even pushes into wins. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. Hey guys, Aldo Marco here, and this is going to be your Friday video report. One of the guys that took advantage of that betting strategy, Shawn Michaels, last night. I mean, he has just been incredible over the past 6 months. Last night, it was another 100-dime winner on the Colts, as he instructed you to buy down to 2.5 points, and of course got the win. Listen, at halftime, did we even think we were in the game if you won the Indianapolis Colts last night? I mean, I gave you the Colts as a free pick yesterday, right? I mean, halftime, it was a loser. But that's why they play a whole 4 quarters, right? Sometimes even OT. Bottom line is, Shawn Michaels is now 38-16 with NFL 100-dimers over the past 4+ years, including Tampa Bay outright over Miami on Monday night. And today, not only is he going for winning day number 54 out of 83, but he has his one and only 100-dime Pac-12 game of the year on the Washington UCLA side. He is 4-1 this season with college football 100-dime side selections. This play is just as strong as those NFL 100-dimers. He's 38-16 with over the past 4 years. Just hit a 100-dimer last Friday night. New Mexico over Air Force. Hit one on Tuesday night with Toledo over Buffalo. Did he lose the 100-dimer on Ball State against Northern Illinois on Wednesday night? Yes, he did. But if you've been listening, I mean, paying attention, you know what this guy has done for you. In fact, he's not a handicapper that has plays every single day. So over the past 6 months, he's only had 83 plays. His record with them, 53 wins, 29 losses, and 1 push, and $10 bettors have made a little over $13,000. So you might want to check out and see what he has going tonight. Kudos to Brad Wilton. Remember on Tuesday night, was it Wednesday night. He had that 69 winner, number 30 out of 44, one of the MAC games, Ball State of Northern Illinois going over. You got us the $5 play of the day. Last night had the 50-dime winner on the Colts, minus the 2.5. Well, tonight, 50-dime Pac-12 game of the month, Washington UCLA. $10 bettors up $10,040 since July following Brad's betting advice. FYI, if you want to save $28 off a single purchase today, just use coupon code November28. November28. No space between the month and the number, November 28th. 28, not TH at the end. November 28. That's the coupon code. And remember, they're all on the homepage as well. Hey, listen, guys, I want to talk about Scott Delaney, who's had one hell of a profitable week for you all, and it saved you a heck of a lot of money along the way. Tuesday you got his $50 college football winner, number 5 in a row, on Buffalo and Toledo going over by 37 points. That cost you just $9. Then you got Wednesday's $50 winner in college football, number 6 in a row, Miami of Ohio and Kent State going under by 20 points. That only cost you $14. Last night, biggest NFL play of the season, $80 NFL winner, number 2 in a row, Colts Titans over by 15 points, and you got that winner for $19. Not a bad 3-day run there for Scott Delaney, who has won 6 of the past 7 days. Anyway, FYI, if you'd like to make a long-term commitment to Scott Delaney, listen, you can do so and save money in the process. Save $50 off his 7-day package by using Delaney50, his last name Delaney and the number 50. Or you can save $110? Who's the guy that invented these coupon things? Damn it. Why can't he get them right? $110 off Scott Delaney. It's me, of course. So Scott Delaney, save $110 off the 30-day package by using coupon code Delaney110. Delaney110. Now remember, any instant rebates are applicable. If you happen to already be in a package with Delaney, you want to extend it out further using these discounted rates, go ahead. And if you have any questions about any of these coupons, of course, you can always email customer service and they'll get back to you during regular business hours, which are usually, I think they're like 10 o'clock Eastern time in the morning up until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Now, let's talk about Chris Jordan. Yesterday, I turned to Chris Jordan for the charity play of the week, and he delivered with a college basketball winner on Arizona over Arizona over San Diego State. And, of course, you got that play, which cost $70, absolutely free, as the charity play of the week cashed in for the 22nd time in 32 weeks. Now, think about that, guys. 32 plays that I have cherry-picked among the handicappers here at the site, okay? I've cherry-picked them, and they've won the games. So together, me and them, we've done a great job. More importantly, you've done a great job in helping people in times of need. So, 22nd time in 32 weeks of charity play of the week 1. Now it's quid pro quo time. I'm asking you to make a donation of whatever amount you can afford. And it can be anonymous as well. And I don't know what the hell you're giving or who the hell you are anyway. The fact is, though, all I care about is if you participate in the program. By participation, I mean if you got the play from me yesterday for free, well, damn it, go ahead and make a donation. I don't care if it's $1, $5, or $100. I believe in creating positive karma because it's not dropped off by the milkman. Does the milkman even deliver anymore? It's not dropped off on your doorstep anyway. You got to go out and you got to create it. That doesn't mean it's going to guarantee you winners in gambling, but it's certainly going to help you in your overall life. Karma is good for you, and this is how you can create some for yourself. Listen, over the course of doing this program, which I started back in almost 2 years ago, I've given away $4 million worth of plays. $4 million worth of plays. Now, you didn't donate $4 million, but that wasn't the point of it. Together, you out there and I have created a community of caregivers, which has given well over $300,000 to people in times of need. And today, I want to introduce you to a story about a little boy named Benjamin Backus. 6 years ago, he received a bowel transplant. Now, whenever you have a transplant, heart transplant, kidney transplant, whatever, liver transplant, you're always at risk of rejection. Well, unfortunately, after having the surgery 6 years ago, just last week, his body started to reject the bowel transplant. So consequently, he had to be flown to Washington, D.C. His mother and father took him there. He is currently hospitalized. They're basically going to wipe out his immune system right now. He's in isolation. They're going to wipe out his immune system, then give 7 to 10 days of steroid and anti-rejection medications in order to see if they perhaps can save everything and get him back to good health. You can imagine, as I've mentioned many times before in talking about these charity play selections and the recipients, travel expenses, lodging expenses, lost income from not being able to work. These things aren't covered by Blue Cross Blue Shield or Aetna. You know what I mean, guys? Plus, this family, the mother and father is with them. The other daughter, She's not with them. So it's a family separated right now in a time of crisis. And this little guy is supposed to be hospitalized probably for up to a month. So I'm asking you now to make a donation. You can scroll down the page. You'll see the link here and the story. Click on the link. You can make your donation using PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. It's your choice. I understand a lot of you play offshore. I realize you won't have access to your funds for a week. That's okay too. When you can, make a donation. That's all I'm asking you to do. $1, $5, $100. You'll see my donation. I was the first guy on the page today, guys. Hey, listen, just give. That's what I'm asking you, because together, that's how we help each other and help these people in their times of need. And you know, I've updated you frequently with the various stories. Listen, and you know, a lot of them are bad. You know, we're dealing a lot with death, dying, kids with illnesses, situations where families are in deep financial abysses. So again, I'm asking you to help them out. Click here. By the way, when you click on the link here underneath the video, when you go to that site, you'll see a picture of this little guy. And in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a little number 5. It's kind of like in a black flag. Click on that, and you'll come to a picture album. They'll show him and his family, etc. Hey, listen, I'm not beyond pulling heartstrings here to get you to donate. Now, as you know, when I give away handicappers plays for free, they work on commission. I tried to go ahead and make good and do them a solid. So, guys, Chris Jordan, who you know is the overall winningest handicapper at this site in the NFL, going back to 2007, making $1 bettors a little over $14,000 in that span. You can save $110 off his 30-day package by using coupon code Jordan110, Jordan, and the number 110. Or you can save $50 off a 7-day package by using Jordan50. Jordan50, $1 bettors up a little over $2,500 to pass 19 days. Now, let's get to your free selection today, guys. I'm looking at the Dallas-Miami game, and my first inclination was to go ahead and take the Mavericks in this one because you know, this is a nice reconstituted Mavericks team. I mean, they got Monta Ellison. He's leading the team in scoring, 23 points a game. He's taken the some of the scoring responsibility off of Dirk Nowitzki's shoulders. But hey, Dirk is back. He's averaging 18 points a game. They went out and got Jose Calderon to run the show, Samuel Dallenberg to just play defense in the middle. They've got Vince Carter. They got Sean Marion. Hell, they've got 8 guys averaging over 8 points a game already this season. So I thought getting 8.5 points at Miami was a pretty solid play. But here's the deal. The Heat have obviously won 4 in a row in the series by an average of 14 points a game, and they've averaged 110 points in that 4-game winning streak. LeBron has averaged 28 points and 10 rebounds and hit 57% of his shots during that 4-game winning streak, because the Mavs in recent years and this year, they don't have anybody to match up with him. Dirk can't do it anymore one-on-one. It's just not going to happen. So then I thought, well, maybe I should go ahead and lay the points with the Heat, because I know what the Heat are going to do here tonight. The Heat are going to funnel the ball down low. Dallenberg is the only big man on the Mavs roster with Brandon Wright out right now. And he is always prone to get into foul trouble because he doesn't play smart. And once they take the ball down low and Dallenberg gets into foul trouble, well, what are you going to turn to? Juwan Blair? I mean, seriously? I mean, you know, he's 6'7". I mean, he does a great job for his size, but he's not going to man the middle for you. So then I thought, well, maybe I should go ahead and take Miami. Mavericks, after all, 0-3 on the road, you know, in their first 3 road games, losing by 8 at Houston, 14 at Oklahoma City, 8 at Minnesota, and then they beat a bad Milwaukee team by 8, so they've got 1 road win in 4 tries. But then I thought, Jesus, you know, the one thing with the Mavericks, this is a team of shooters. They're going to be psyched for this game. You know, Ellis has never met a shot he didn't like, even if it's from outside of the arena. So then I thought about it again, and I thought, well, why dicker over the sides? Let's just go ahead and play the game over. I mean, does anybody think these 2 teams aren't going to score, you know, 105 points each? I think so. So the over is going to be your play in this one. The over for Dallas and Miami. As far as the Washington-UCLA game in college football, guys, I lean a little toward the Bruins. But they have been a hard team for me to get a handle on. And same thing with Washington. You know, opened up the season with the win over Boise State, and then up and down every week. I mean, beating up the bad teams, you know, and then not doing well against the good ones. That's really been the case for both of these teams. Although I will say I was impressed with UCLA earlier this season, going to Utah and winning. Of course, you remember Utah earlier this season handed Stanford its only loss at home in Utah. So I lean a little toward UCLA. I could see the game going over, but That's about all I've got for input on that one. So, guys, that'll do it. Best of luck to you all, and we'll do this all once more when we re rack on Saturday for college football.